Hello.
Welcome back, Guilders. Thank you so much for your patience. Once more, I super appreciate it. Thank you everybody who is participating in this in this poll as well. That's super funny to me. So when we last left our party, they had just handed off the dragon idol, the final fake dragon idol, to the fancily dressed individual who's been plaguing them this entire time. In exchange for Viola, who came clean to them about being a member of the sister organization of the Golden Shadows, the Shadows, who operate within the shade cast by the Golden Ones. They took her back to the hideout, and while they were kind of doing a little debrief with her, Facet, seemingly of its own accord, jumped off of Melu's head and has walked off into the depths of down into Sharn. The party has followed. So we catch up to our party, heading on down the depths of Sharn. Facet seems to be single-minded in its pursuit, and as it walks deeper and deeper into Sharn, you, Brennard especially, you recognize, but the party as well at large, y'all recognize that this is kind of like the lower end of Sharn, where it kind of goes into the lava tubes, into the cogs of Sharn underneath. And as a result, you aren't super surprised as Facet comes to a tunnel in the ground and just walks straight into it. Does the rest of the party follow?
Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And I was like, Facet.
If you would like, I can take the front since I have a pretty high AC, and I also know the cogs.
That's actually a good idea.
Absolutely, yeah. And y'all head deep into the bowels of the earth. Brennard, you're familiar with digging deep, but this doesn't seem like it's any part of the tunnel network that you're familiar with. And in fact, as you're kind of walking down this natural tunnel that Facet is kind of leading you towards, this is kind of new terrain for you, and it feels like it's taking you deeper than other parts of the city. Other parts of the tunnels normally would. Kind of similar to the previous episode where y'all went into using the lava submersible. Y'all are at about that depth. And as y'all are approaching, it's this downward descent, it levels off pretty abruptly. And you can and the bend turns into kind of an opening, and as y'all are approaching, before even you have visuals, you can see light flickering up through this entrance, and you can also hear several voices chanting together rhythmically as y'all are making your way down. Facet's still leading.
I have a question. I don't know if this is like something I would be able to determine with my familiarity. Would this still kind of be considered like cogs / Undersharn, or are we at the point where this would be like Kyber / the Underdark?
You're brushing that edge, right?
Okay.
This is maybe as deep as possible, like next to the lava pools and the cogs of Sharn, as well as the Underdeep. Like, you feel very deep at this point.
Okay, so this is probably like like where the last goblin ruins are, atop of like entrances.
Right. And this is totally away from charted territory that you're familiar with. It's very you're in a new area at this point as y'all are progressing. And as y'all continue down, like coming out into the opening, you'll find yourselves in an oval-shaped natural cavern. Almost as if the magma had solidified around a bubble of air. Y'all are kind of at the far end, like if you imagine an oval, like the tapered point, y'all are at kind of one of the ends, and at the opposite end, the other tapered point, you find that there is, the first thing that y'all see coming around is a lot of people clustered around a large crystalline structure that is sticking just straight out of the floor. Which you can see it's almost as if it's coming out through the pool of lava. Like, you could see that it is illuminated, and this entire chamber is illuminated by this kind of red magma that is flowing around this edge. Directly next to that, you see on 3 pedestals there are 3 pedestals. On 2 of them, you see the dragon idols that you've become familiar with, the Kyber and the what's the other one? The Kyber and the Eberron one. are sitting on their individual pedestals surrounding this glowing crystal figure. And you see Fancy Man is standing near the third most pedestal, which is empty, holding the fake dragon idol. Next, you see in a ring around them, you see the cultists wearing their red robes, all like chanting and flagellating, right? They're all worshiping at the feet of Fancy Man and this large crystalline structure. And you see, notably, you see Brother Bobby and you see Sister Maggie. They're also worshiping. And finally, in a third final ring around even the cultists, you see in similar garb to Viola a bunch of prisoners who are all bound in, not gagged, but they're like they're all bound to each other, right? Almost like a chain gang, right? They're all tied up in a large circle around the cultists, which are encircling the pedestals, which is with the center point of that large crystal. We're not going to jump into initiative because nobody notices you come down these stairs. Everybody is very much distracted by the worship that's going on. So I'm going to give everybody go ahead and roll initiative, but I'm just going to use this for how y'all are going to act in this moment where y'all are coming down and you see Fancy Man like doing the ritual. Like it's clear he is mid ritual in this moment.
Do we have like a map of this room so I can better visualize this?
I do not have a map, unfortunately, prepared. Let me see if I can do something real quick. This was one of the rooms I was like, should I make a map? I'm sure it'll be okay. It wasn't okay, Chad. Always make a map.
It sounds fucking cool. I'm kind of angry.
Oh,
Damn,
no,
Timbo.
it sounds cool as hell. It's just like, I want a better,
Understanding of where everyone is.
yeah, that's all.
Just throw
Yeah,
little shapes together.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And at the far end of the room, is a it's about 60 it's about 100 feet away from y'all. So y'all are kind of this room is quite large as y'all are coming in. I really should have prepped this one.
So like kind of like this, and we're like over here. So like they're here and we're here. I guess I should do right, like something like that.
Kind of like this. Hold on. Let me change the background color so it's not blinding to everybody. Hold on one second.
You're good. Take your time.
Yeah.
And let me just grab everybody's character tokens. But y'all are kind of at the southernmost edge of the room, and all the interesting stuff is kind of going on in this northernmost edge.
Okay.
How many prisoners are there?
All I see is gray.
I think Timbo's adding.
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe
okay.
it's-
Sorry. I
Timbo's
thought
working
you
on
guys
something
started
real quick.
asking like questions, so I thought you could see something that I could
No,
not.
no, I was just.
Timbo's just working on something real quick.
There are about 24 or so some odd prisoners arranged.
Do I recognize any of them?
I will say you can use. We'll get to that in the initiative. Like if you
Okay.
want to use your turn to do that, that's totally
Okay.
valid.
Cool.
So y'all are kind of at this southernmost edge over here, and in this northernmost circle is kind of the crystal.
Okay.
And then around that crystal are the three little pedestals. And then, you know, surrounding them, it's not a perfect makeup, but like surrounding them is the cultists, like kind of around them, and then from there would be the ring of prisoners who are kind of pushing up against this northernmost wall up here. And Fancy Man is kind of standing, like he's moving about the pedestals, placing the idols onto them. So let me go ahead and put everybody into initiative. Oh, Brennard, I still need initiative from you.
Oh. Click on my token. And initiative. Bam.
Okay, so y'all are kind of in the shadows in this moment. You can clearly see Fancy Man about, like, from you, Cera, he's about 60 some odd feet away from you.
So is this Fancy Man right here? This,
Let me go ahead and put Fancy
little
Man on
dot?
the screen.
No, so
Those are
the
like the-
3 things the dragon.
These are the
on.
pedestals.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And... Oh. Hello there, mysterious stranger.
I'm having trouble bringing his token out onto the thing.
Oh, you're good. But you said the prisoners were pushing up against, like, the edge of this wall here, right?
Right. And they're kind of layered
the way
with the cultists a little bit. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Is this token here supposed to represent Fancy Man? Since you're having a little issue.
Yeah, you got it. That token is meant to represent Fancy Man.
Cool.
Sorry, I'm having a little bit of issue with my Roll20. I'm just reloading the page real quick.
Oh, you are fine.
Yeah, take your time.
Yeah, remember, I couldn't even open my character sheet at first, so... Sometimes refreshing is all you need.
Hey, Melu.
Yes.
You remember the thing we talked about?
Which one?
That maneuver? You cast Hold Person on someone, I cast something else.
Yeah, I remember that one.
What's the range on Hold Person?
60 feet?
You know, I could hold action my spell until you cast Hold Person on Fancy Man.
That sounds perfect, because that's exactly what I was planning.
Yes. Good.
Excellent. Okay, so, Cera, what are you holding?
Hunger of Hadar.
Okay, great. All right, so that makes it Melu's turn. Melu.
Perfect. Question. Is Fancy Man the only one I can see, or can I also see Sister Maggie?
You can absolutely see Sister Maggie.
Is she,
Amazing.
like, right next to Fancy Man?
Sure, we'll say she's next to Fancy Man.
Melu's,
Oh, lovely.
Melu is gonna move right about here in front of Brennard, sorry. And then Melu is going to cast Hold Person at 3rd level on both Fancy Man and Sister Maggie.
All right, great. And the DC is 16, right?
My
Or
DC
15.
is 15 right now, yeah. Because I took the Amulet of the Devout off.
Right. Okay, so DC 15 with say
Come on.
Sister Maggie fails. And let me roll for Fancy Man.
Come on. Roll 20, please.
Oh!
He
Ah,
saves.
He saves. As soon as that goes off, though, Cera casts Hunger of Hadar, and it is centered on Fancy Man. So, yeah, 20-foot radius sphere of get fucked, basically.
Yeah, it sure is, isn't it?
So anybody within that 20-foot, like, anyone within that sphere, they're going to take 2d6 cold damage when their turn starts.
Absolutely. Yeah, and you see
Also,
this
they
thing
are
just
blinded. It's difficult terrain, and it's like the gates of hell have just opened up, and you just hear this 20-foot radius. Yeah, you just hear just like this ungodly just gurgling.
Oh, 20-foot radius. Wow, that's huge. I love it. Yeah, and this rips into an existence. I'm assuming that you're positioning it in such a way that it will only affect the cultists and it won't hit the prisoners.
Correct.
Perfect. And I'm gonna just allow that. Yeah, absolutely. You manifest it in such a way that it just perfectly encapsulates the cultist, Sister Maggie, and the fancy man, as well as but while avoiding the prisoners. Beautiful. Yeah, and that just bursts into the field. Excellent. And that's when they start their turn, right?
I mean, Brennard and Ellida still get their turn.
Yep.
Right. Okay. So that which makes it Brennard's turn.
All right, and then is that dude? Did you want him in it, Dom? Just because I had drawn the circle out.
No, because
okay.
I want it to be as difficult as possible for a fancy man to get out of
That's
this.
fair. Okay, so then Brennard is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I will build my cannon right here.
Okay, let me go ahead and grab that real quick.
Thank you.
Which model are you making?
I'm gonna do the blast model because it doesn't look like there's a lot of them, right? Ooh, or do you guys think we should go with the shield generator for this one?
Hmm?
For my cannon, I can make it a shield generator too.
Oh, hello?
It'll generate, every time I spend a bonus action, we'll get 10 hit points.
That feels like a good idea.
All right, let's go
That
with
could
that.
be useful.
Yeah, so we'll go with the protector model then.
Sure. So sorry, I'm
So
having a
I'm
little
gonna
trouble
put
finding
it-
the model.
Yeah,
But
no worries.
where do you place it though?
To the right of me. Thank you.
And let me just make sure you can use it. Perfect. All right. Great. So yeah, you place it down and it emits this radiant energy, giving you temporary hit points. Go ahead and roll that 1d8.
Yeah. Plus 4. So I have 6 temp HP.
Beautiful. All right. Excellent. And last in the turn order, Ellida.
Okay, Elida's gonna try to figure out if she knows any of the cultists or recognizes them, or not the cultists, the people, the prisoners.
Sure. Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Oh my fucking. Okay, hold on. No way. Hold on. I have something somewhere. Hold on.
Do you have your inspiration still?
I mean, I will say that I'm, there's going to be more coming up. So if you wanted to hold on to that, I would totally understand as well.
Okay, I'll hold on to it.
Okay, so with the 6, the shadows are just too much. The lighting is not good enough in here to be able to make out any specific details on the prisoners' faces, so you're just unable to tell. We'll say that was a
Okay.
bonus action.
Okay, so I can still use an actual action. All right,
Sure.
I'm fucking going for Brother Bobby, who's blind, correct? He's still blind.
Yeah.
He's still blind. Okay.
Blind
Can't-
inside, at least.
Blind inside, yeah. And did I try something before on them where they were immune to fear? Is that correct or is that false? Is that
I don't remember
something that I
I
know?
don't think so.
I
I don't
don't
think-
remember that.
I don't think so.
I'm trying to be. Oh my god, I have to get a lot closer.
Do you have enough movement?
If I do Radiant Soul, but it feels a little early. I have.
Honestly, Radiant Soul, I would just drop it, because that's going to last the whole combat and give you a bonus to your damage on everything.
Yeah, it's true.
Alright, we're gonna go Radiant Soul, bitches!
Okay, yeah. The light like eclipses Ellida's wings, and I think like this really illuminates the area much brighter than the magma had been doing so, making her a shining beacon.
Yes, and she dives up into the air. I guess not a dive. It's ascent. It ascends. She ascends up into the air, and moves. I moved her initially already on accident. She was right here. Was she right here? She's right there. Right there.
Yeah, that's where she was.
Yeah, that looks right.
Okay.
So 25 feet. How much total movement do you gain from flying?
It is flying speed of 30 feet.
Oh, I don't think that would give you really anything in this moment then, because you've already moved 25 feet.
I forgot
Yeah.
to do something on Sarah's turn. Fuck.
Uh-oh. Well, I mean, like, should I still activate it right now? Like, or should I save it?
Go for it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
then you have an
stay there. Yeah, she'll just activate it. Stay there.
Okay. That's the end of the turn order. So, Fancy Man is from the darkness. He's going to take the damage. So go ahead and roll that damage.
Alright. 1, 2, 6.
Also, Timbo, I don't know if there's something you can check off on the cannon. I can't make its aura visible.
Oh, I can see the aura.
Oh, okay. Then it's just...
Oh, I can't.
Yeah, I can't
We can't.
either. That's very
Really?
weird.
But
Let me see.
there you go. That's 12 cold damage for Fancy Man.
Very nice.
Wow, yeah. Fancy Man takes that 12 cold damage. You can't see what's happening due to the eclipsing of the area by the arms of the hunger of Hadar. But from the darkness, and you can make out the other two dragon idols. While all this has been going on, while y'all have been fighting and attacking with your various methods, the aspect of the large crystal protruding from the magma has been almost glowing with an inner darkness, almost an antithesis to Facet's inner light, and it's been pulsating out more and more over this round of combat. And you have seen the other dragon idols on the various other pedestals glowing with an inner light similar to Facet. As it makes its way to Fancy Man's turn, though, unable to see what's happening inside, you all hear Fancy Man cry out from the interior of this darkness. You hear him yell, "Your eyes! Everybody shut your eyes!" What's everybody's passive insight, real quick?
What is passive insight again?
17.
Insight plus 10.
13.
Insight,
12.
insight plus 10. Where's my insight at? 11.
Everybody except for Cera, to you, this plea sounds genuine. And not only that, but Fancy Man sounds scared. Almost reactively in this moment, all the prisoners, they bend over and cover their eyes. But the cultists, they don't listen. They just like raise up, almost enraptured. What does everybody do?
Whoa, wait, what did Fancy Man say? I missed it.
He said,
Everyone close your eyes.
Yep.
I think Melu instinctively closes their eyes.
What are Sister Maggie and Brother Bobby doing? Are they closing their eyes?
No, they're not. You can't see Sister Maggie, but Brother Bobby looks completely enraptured, and he's on his feet, like standing, almost in like a hallelujah style position.
Also, if it means anything, Sister Maggie is also in a sphere of darkness that not even magic light can illuminate. So
Right.
I'm also gonna close my eyes, I think.
I'm gonna pull a Final Fantasy maneuver and just look away.
And Cera?
Sarah's also, she's going to look away, but only because like everyone else is also like, this is probably a bad thing.
Amazing. So because all of y'all have shut your eyes, I'm just going to narrate for the audience. In this moment, the darkness envelops the crystal fully and bursts out of the top. Y'all all hear this loud crack as the crystal shatters and sunders. Unseeing, you all can feel this radiant energy emerge from the crystal. And as it does so, that inky blackness that had filled the crystal earlier almost comes pouring out of the cultists that you can see in the arms that aren't encapsulated by the arms of Hadar. You see like all of them being like pulled up, lifted off of their feet as this inky blackness pours out of their eyes, mouths, and nose and ears, and up into this coagulated mass floating above the crystal. Brother Bobby, however, is pulled fully into this massive black ooze, and he is subsumed completely by it, and he is taken into the mass. At which point, the thing fills the room with darkness, and you hear it bust up through the ceiling as it ascends.
Does this kind of remind us of what happened with the necromancers back at the Dragon Temple?
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking of.
Yeah.
A little bit. It does remind you of something being summoned successfully or released successfully. Absolutely.
Yeah, and also I think that guy also had liquid darkness pour out of him, if I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it did.
And as this happens, it's just difficult terrain in the darkness, right?
It is difficult terrain, correct.
Fancy Man stumbles out of the terrain, his dragon mark just flaring brightly on his body as this is happening. He looks incredibly damaged by the Hadar, but he makes his way out. All of the prisoners are looked away. They all survived. All of you looked away. Nobody needs to make a saving throw as this happens. All the cultists, though, they're all reduced to ash. The ones that you can see at the very least, as this thing took their life force and plunged up through the ceiling. I'm gonna say we're out of.
Right?
Sorry, what did you say?
Brother Bobby too, right?
Yeah, with Brother Bobby as well. Brother Bobby's gone.
Brother Bobby just bye.
Yeah.
Woo.
You said we're out of combat?
I mean, there's nobody else here except for like the color has faded back in. Fancy Man is standing there, but he doesn't have any weapons, and he looks pretty meek. And all the prisoners are kind of like looking around confused.
Wait, I thought all the prisoners were ash.
No, the prisoners looked away.
Ash.
Yeah.
Oh,
The cultists
okay.
are ash.
Sorry.
What is Facet doing?
Facet is still moving off in a direction.
Oh. Well, while that's happening, Sarah's going to run out to Fancy Man and just like fucking kick him in the chest.
Kill him.
I'm not even gonna make you
press-
roll for that. I'm gonna you just hit him.
Yeah, and she puts her rapier at his throat. And she's like, "What did you just do?"
I don't know what you mean. I was trying to stop it.
Excuse. No. Whatever you were doing clearly caused this.
No, you fool! I was trying to prevent it.
Melu's joining Cera.
She presses the tip of her rapier to his throat. She's like, "I don't believe you."
Brennard's like, oh no. Oh no.
Can Melu make an insight check on Fancy Man?
Absolutely.
14. Come on.
It seems like he's telling the truth in this moment. His words are ringing sincere to you, same as when you receive them via the sending stone. And Ellida, as you walk up, you, like, even under his scarred visage, you recognize this man.
Who is he?
From a tabloid of all things. You pull from your bag the tabloid that you received from the librarian.
No.
This man is Artemis Griffin. If you didn't have a photo directly to reference, it would be impossible to tell. But this man is Artemis Griffin, the surviving heir of Griffin Industries. So, allegedly, according to the tabloid, he was dead.
Well, that's weird.
Miss Griffin? You're supposed to be dead.
Ow.
Wow. You're...
His head whips over as you say his name, and he says, "Most people don't recognize me in this shape." And he kind of gestures at the dragon mark that has like woven its way up his neck and face and completely covered it. His hair has fallen out. He looks like, out of the numerous times you've seen this individual, this is the worst he's looked up to this point. The dragon mark has basically covered every piece of skin that you can see. And he goes, "Yes, I'm Artemis Griffin, the surviving heir of the Griffin Industries, despite what the tabloid might say. I was trying to prevent this from happening.
You were trying to prevent it from happening using the... What? I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, I'm confused. Can Melu go also and look up where the things broke through the ceiling?
I think he needed the 3 dragon idols to stop it.
Oh my, we fucking...
Melu looking up through the ceiling, you see glinting sunlight as if it was a tunnel dug straight up through to the surface.
Oh boy.
We have to...
Facet is unstopped in this moment. Facet walks up to a sheer wall and puts a hand to it. The wall comes down almost as if it was a doorway, and there's a tunnel behind it. And Facet continues walking.
Oh. I gotta chase Facet, guys.
How do you stop it? How do you stop that thing?
I assume y'all are just taking Artemis Griffin with y'all as y'all continue following Facet.
Yeah, we'll just drag him.
Make him come with
Yeah,
us.
we'll drag him. Wait, the prisoners! The prisoners!
We'll say, yeah, y'all take a few minutes and unleash all the prisoners and tell them to head back out the door.
Why don't we send a sending stone message to Zed to send a team for the prisoners?
Yeah,
even better. I love
what I was getting ready to say.
Please.
Like,
we are part of an organization. We can call in the B team.
We have friends.
Cera does get in contact with Zed, and she's like, we have some prisoners. We need to send extraction for them. Zed, we might need that idol.
Zed will say, "All right, I will send with the extraction team the idol. There's something happening on the surface, though. I'm not sure." At which point the scry stone cuts off.
Oh!
Okay, grab the real ones.
So moving through the tunnel, following Facet, Artemis goes, "Yes, I'd never caught any of your names, despite the thorns in my side that y'all were. The hobgoblin is correct, though. I was, as you may or may not know, Griffin Industries was based solely out of Cera, and when the morning occurred, the entire business was lost. I was away attending to other matters outside the country, so I was spared, but my entire family and the entire business went up in that one moment. I couldn't live without seeing what had happened to my family, so I chartered an expedition back into the morning, back to my old estate. I found nothing but ash there, not even the bodies that survived. But when I returned, I felt something grow on me. What this ended up becoming, and he gestures to the aberrant dragon mark, which is covering a huge percentage of his flesh at this point.
Brennard is gonna stomp over and be like, "All right, you need to tell us exactly what you were doing, and I don't care where you're from. We have something to stop over here."
Well, that's what I was trying to do. The dragon mark had whispered to me.
Maybe
It
you
told
shouldn't
me.
have hostages.
Yeah, you were doing a lot of things that made you seem very evil. And the way you responded to me that one time I sent you the sending made you seem incredibly like you were about to do something awful, but you didn't want to do it. I feel like you have grossly miscommunicated this situation to us.
You don't understand. I can't trust anybody. I don't know who you are.
Brennard kicks him back into the freaking Hunger of Hadar.
I've already dismissed it.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I will agree that my actions could seem villainous, but I tell you, I had the best intent. I used the services that I had at need. I spent years in that, or a long period of time in that morning, trying to ignore the whispers from the mark.
We're getting this
You're
done.
I was gonna say,
fucking
Alita's
idiot.
running. Alita's
Can I-
Explain on the way.
Can I insight check him again?
Yeah, go
For
ahead
all
and
of
make another
this?
insight check.
Yeah, Alita's fucking running.
And also, as soon as
Oh, come on.
As soon as everyone except for Fancy Man is within 10 feet of my cannon, I'm activating it again so we all get temporary HP.
Oh my gosh.
Amazing.
Hate this man.
Hey, you absolute son of a bitch.
Oh my god.
I didn't have a choice in the matter. I tried to hold back from following the mark, but one day while I was out in the morning, a group found me, a cult. They claimed I was the Messiah. They had these prisoners. I didn't want to do anything to them, but if I didn't say they had some greater purpose, they would have just been killed. I had no choice. I tried to curb the cult's violent tendencies. I did the best with what I had. I tried to ignore it as long as possible.
I cannot believe that I have been outsmarted by such an imbecile this entire time.
I agreed. I'm legitimately upset, and I'm not even that smart. Ugh.
That was my
I say we leave him here and we just go. We have way bigger issues at this point.
No, he is coming with us at this point.
Alita's running. Alita's
I was about to say, we're all following Facet.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
jogging after
I'm making
Facet.
sure.
So
Yeah,
so dragging Fancy Man along, I assume
And
y'all have bound
screaming.
his hands or what have you, right?
Yes.
We're all screaming at each other.
Yeah, y'all are making your way down this tunnel. Facet comes into like another room. This one opens up into a large multi-chambered facility, and you can see standing or at the center of it is a large eldritch-looking machine, kind of similar to what y'all had encountered previously under the depths of Sharn. This thing looks like it was used. It could use an individual with a dragon mark in order to power it. As Facet enters into the room, up into the like chandelier section of the room where the power supply kind of feeds into the various other sections, you see kind of Facet kind of begin to just walk straight up the wall, and it takes this shape where it is almost like touching all these different connecting points from this eldritch machine and these other machines. And as y'all are kind of walking around, Brennard especially, this pops out to you. This is all old goblin tech. This is a monumental find of archaeological standards. And as you're kind of like looking around, you recognize that these things are almost like pilotable constructs.
I'm sorry, are we getting Timbo? Are we getting mechs? Are we getting
Maybe.
Are we getting fucking mechs right now?
Oh my god.
So remember how I had each of you pick a different color?
Oh boy.
I cannot believe we're getting Zords right now.
Swords!
Fancy Man looks at this power structure and this eldritch machine, and he says, "I see. It's all been coming to this, hasn't it? All right. I think this is my true purpose. I think I'm meant to power these for you. Maybe you'll be able to do what I was unable to, and stop it."
You know, we could have done this a lot better if you had just literally communicated.
Brennard goes, I call red, and hops in one and like installs his cannon on it.
Melu is
my gosh.
kind of looking up at Facet still, and is just like, Facet, are you okay up there? Oh,
Facet looks at you.
Oh.
I'm
okay.
going to assume that's a yes.
Okay. And then they go for one of the mechs.
You go
The
for the
green-
green one that you
I go for the green one. Because I was really excited about having the green one.
Cera is going to go for the blue one.
Ellida will take the black.
Beautiful.
Sounds
And you all take
good.
your seat in the cockpit. You find that the mechanisms and the control things are a lot more natural than you were anticipating, almost as if it could react to your one-to-one movements and intentions, as well as you see that there is special slots in each of these mechanoids to allow you to place individual items and things inside of them. So as a result, behind the scenes, I asked the party what were some iconic items and abilities that you guys think that y'all have. And so as a result, you'll find that in each of your mechs that you should have access to in the Roll20 has some slightly different abilities from each other based on these iconic things.
You gotta be kidding me right now.
This is so wild.
Wait, mine has dragons. Mine just says I'm a dragon.
You should have it in if you in the dragon character sheet. If you move over to character sheet from bio and info at the top.
Oh.
Yeah, it says red dragon mech, but then it says true dragons are winged reptiles of ancient lineage and fearsome power.
Oh no! So at the very top, above where the icon is, it should say character sheet as like a tab. And then once you click that, it should take you to the dragon mech character sheet.
I
character sheet.
not see.
I don't see it. Yeah.
I only have bio and
Really?
info.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Black
I
dragon.
only have my own info.
Son of a bitch! Give me 1 second. Oh, okay. I figured out what I did wrong. Here we go.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, this is wild!
This is so wild.
I never would
Timbo
have
wasn't
thought.
fucking kidding about this was gonna go hard.
I did not expect this to end in a mech fight.
You know, Timbo said this was going into 8th gear. I doubted.
Oh, there it is.
I should not have.
Also, Timbo, I want you to know you have now combined my two two of my favorite TTRPGs are kind of combining because this is also very Exalted, since Exalted does have mechs, and I love Eberron, and I love Exalted.
Oh.
Amazing. So with that, y'all should be able to see your character bios or the individual things in the mechs.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a look here.
Oh my god, this is sick!
All right, great. As y'all kind of enter into the mech suits at large, you see Fancy Man kind of pop up on a display. He's already stepped into the gears of this large eldritch machine. He's strapped in, and you see him say, "I am truly sorry for any distress that I might have caused you all. I was doing what I believe to be the best, but I recognize it was not ideal. And of course, I don't believe this sacrifice will make up for that, but it seems to be the least that I can do. And I wish you the best of luck in this."
My goodness.
Sacrifice? Oh.
Mm.
Oh.
Hey, I have
with
a
that-
question.
Yeah.
What if I drank a potion of haste while piloting this mech?
So we're gonna get into that, but basically the way that this is gonna work is y'all can do all the normal stuff that you can normally do as your character. You can also do all this cool mech stuff, and anything that you do as your normal character is gonna be like amplified by this sweet mech magic.
Ooh,
Loving it.
this is great.
And with that, the process begins to activate. The large eldritch machine begins to whir on top of Fancy Man. The dragon mark that has covered his entire body begins to glow with this arcane light illuminating through his clothing. You can see it's covering like at least 90% of his body at this point, as the power is arcing out into the eldritch machine through Facet and down into the individual mechs as they become energized, and y'all bust up out through the edge of the lower city, out through like what is a very convenient like exit through the cliff, and you find yourselves in Sharn proper. I'm gonna go and put you into the battle map.
Not believe this.
This is so much.
Wow.
So there's the 4 of y'all at the bottom.
Wow. Wow. Wow!
And there you see the subsumed form of this demonic thing just flying, like tendrils of black Icarus goo, like shedding off of it down into the city of Sharn as it is flying up into the clouds. Everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
Yeah, so I'm gonna drink that potion of haste.
Do it.
Sarah just chugs it.
Can I select my icon or no?
You should be able to select the little
There it
tokens.
is.
Oh, but I might have it
Wait.
fucked up.
Oh no, my initiative. Oh god.
Whoops. Oh god!
Oh no.
I tried to select. Oh, there it is. Can I do it? I want to. No, I probably can't do it again. That'd be cheating. I can't do it.
Up, everybody.
Sarah's the only one who ever has good initiative. That's not true, actually. I just really have bad initiative all the time.
This is the scene the song would fit in, isn't it, Timbo?
You got it.
I usually roll good on my initiative, but then Sarah rolls like twice as high and I still go at the bottom.
I'm sorry. She literally only has a +3 to initiative.
Wait, why did mine just change? That's weird.
Oh, sorry. You got an 8, right? I see an 8.
I don't know
in
why
the
it rolled
initiative.
twice.
Yeah, no
Again,
worries. I think
roll 20's been laggy tonight though, so that's probably why.
roll 20 do be acting weird. And I'm just gonna put y'all in the initiative order as the dragons.
Yep.
Amazing.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Oh my goodness.
And now let me just roll for the Demon Lord, who crit. Wow.
Oh.
Okay, perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and just jump straight into the initiative.
Brother Bobby subsumed.
Subsumed.
So Brother Bobby Subsumed is going to start his turn by using an action to split its body into multiple parts. It's going to still have this same central mass, but you're going to see 5 individual like tentacled things like divulge out of its body and split off into different parts of the city.
Oh? So just okay.
Oh no.
And it's going to do this at a kind of a lower point. Let's move closer. It's going to do this at a lower point, and then it's going to use its movement, and it's just going to fly as high as possible.
God.
So in this battle map, each square is 10 feet instead of 5 feet. But everybody has an 80-foot movement because of the dragon mech. So
Cool.
and that's going to put us up next in the order with the blue dragon mech. So Cera.
Okie dokie. So I can do a few things now. All right. So yeah. We're going to Eldritch Blast. And let me look at the character sheet. So 5
Nice.
beams of Eldritch Energy. So
Oh,
I
let me
guess
just
I
make sure everybody is posting so that way they all post to the right space. But it looks like you're trying to use the Eldritch Blast Breath.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, that did go 2 GM. That's weird.
Yeah, no worries. Just go ahead and post it again. Sure. So as the blue dragon mech's jaw unhinges, you see the same eldritch energy that Cera manipulates at a whim, basically, begin to manifest in a huge burst of power as 5 bolts of this eldritch blast burst from the jaws of this dragon mech. What are you targeting?
Well, I will be targeting... How far is the big guy? Like, how many feet away are you?
It's like 170.
I should be able to hit that.
I think you can.
Yeah, it doesn't say what the distance is for these, but
it's just a normal Eldritch Blast distance.
Well, actually, that might not hit.
You can also fly 80 feet, though, if that helps.
Yeah,
True.
I sure can.
Yeah.
How far does my Eldritch Blast go?
Should be like 120, I think.
Oh, well, didn't mean to do that, but yeah, 120. Yeah, so we'll not do that. We'll fly up, and yeah. Should be close
Sweet,
enough.
yeah, absolutely. Is it all 5 beams going towards that one target?
No, it's literally a beam for each of our targets that we have here.
Perfect. All right, excellent. So is the 17, that first 17 that you rolled, is that going to be for the Demon Lord itself or its minions?
That'll be
Or one
for
of its minions, rather.
minions. I will.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put colors on these guys.
There we go. So the first 4 are for the minions, and then the last one is for the Demon Lord.
Nice. All of them except for the 14 hit. So let me just 1 second. Oh, and these deal additional bonus damage of your charisma modifier, right?
Yes. Which would be a +5.
It is included on the damage.
It should be. Yeah.
Oh, great. And the last blast pushes through as well, dealing that additional 8 damage to the Demon Lord. It looks like, despite the magical defenses it seems to have erected around it, you're able to penetrate through, and you deal that 8 force.
Cool. I have more stuff that I can do.
Do it.
So, haste. +2 bonus AC. Yeah. Cera's going to just like engage and just, hey, I'm right here.
Absolutely, yeah. You just gun it up to the mech. How much movement does the blue dragon mech have, by the way?
The blue dragon mech has. Where are you? Fly speed at 80 feet, but I have haste, so I can.
Oh, right, you
dash.
got haste. Nice. So with the one, it's like it doubles move speed, right?
So.
Oh, but then you can use another the free action associated with it to dash.
Mm-hmm.
All right, perfect.
Yeah. So action
Perfect.
can be used to take the attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use object action.
Beautiful. I love
Plus,
it.
I get a +2 bonus to AC and advantage on dexterity saving throws.
Oh, very nice. All right, cool.
And I gain an additional attack on each of my turns.
Oh, right. Perfect. All right, excellent. Let me go ahead and sorry, I forgot to get the aspects of Brother Robbie in.
Wait, does that mean I can attack again?
I think if you had used your attack action in order to do so, right? But because you used the blast breath. But with that, is it the end of your turn?
Sure.
You can feel free to attempt to recharge that with a d6.
All right.
You do not. So you feel the.
Okay.
the
Yeah, I got to
the
get
fizzle.
that 5 or 6. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You got it. All right. That is Cera's turn. The aspects of Brother Bobby, they flit off to other aspects of the city, kind of creating a pattern on the ground at various parts of the You see that they are letting off this almost noxious, unctuous aura that as they move around the city, sweeping by people, plants, buildings, you see it actively decaying things as they push around, people getting swept up in and just completely reduced to desiccated forms as they're just caught in the crossfire of this happening. But that's all they do on their turn. They get into position. That is going to make it the Red Dragon's turn. Brennard.
Yeah.
What does the Red Dragon mech do?
I'm probably heading to protect the city, so I am flying over here. And I am going to do my multi-attack, which is... actually, is it an action or part of a movement to take a potion?
Normally, I would say it would be like an action in order to drink a potion, but I'll say you can drink a potion as a bonus action in this moment.
Okay, then I'm gonna chug the potion I picked up, which gives me an enlarged person, so I can get even bigger.
Bigger.
I would like
Amazing.
to grow the mech. I plug it into some like fuel socket and just pour it into the tank.
Hell yeah, absolutely. And you feel like in the mech's magic construct, the thing keeping it like functioning you feel it begin to expand as this occurs, and the mech gets bigger.
Okay, and then I will multi-attack, which is 1 bite and 2 claws.
That was all hit. Go and roll damage.
Perfect. So that is 28 plus 12. So 28 plus that is 53 plus 12 is 65 plus 10, 75 damage plus 3d4 damage from being bigger. Nice!
Let's
my
go.
85
Hell yeah.
damage.
Absolutely. You chunk the shit out of this thing as you're just coming down, claws biting at it. You take a good chunk of it. However, as you wander close to it, that necrotic aura kind of washes over you, and you take 14 points of necrotic damage as this kind of washes into the mech. But you just beat the shit out of this thing. It's barely formed.
And then I get my legendary action at the start of every turn, right? So I will also tail attack.
So you can use a legendary action when the enemy finishes their turn, I believe.
Oh, okay.
No worries though. So yeah, when it gets back around to the aspects turn,
yeah.
you could use that then. Yep.
Okay, perfect. So then yeah, I will take that damage.
All right, perfect. And with that is going to make it Ellida's turn. Ellida, you and this black dragon mech, what do you do?
Which entity is closest to the hideout?
Probably the yellow one.
All right, that's for. Yeah, that's where Lena's gonna go. So first, she gonna move the thing to the yellow one, and well, there we go. And then she's going to take out the sun blade, stick it in the item slot, and fucking slice it.
Absolutely. And as you move up towards this yellow, towards this aspect, shoving the scythe into the slot, the mech accepts it, and manifesting in the large mech's hands is an identical looking scythe handle. And as like I assume you use like your bonus action to activate the thing.
Yes.
And as you do so, rippling out from it, a large blade of incandescent radiant light manifests into this large scythe blade, which is like huge at this point because of your increased size. It's massive as it cuts out, like literally the size of a building as you move up to it. Go ahead and roll to attack with the scythe.
Okay.
Is that including the +2 from the
From the mech? No.
No, from the weapon itself, it's a +2.
Yeah, it's got the 1d8 plus 1 radiant plus. Wait. I dragged the sunblade from the item from the compendium into my attacks.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, cool. Then yeah, that should work. I'm just gonna double check that.
Yeah,
it's
when
using
you hovered over
proficiency.
it does have it. It says +2 magic included in the roll.
Yeah.
Oh, and I see you've got proficiency in there too. Okay, cool. A 16 though, unfortunately, is not enough. Even cutting down. Oh wait, but you're using it with the mech. So it would actually be a higher. So it would be 17, which is just enough. So as you come down with the scythe, like this massive tentacles brings them up almost defensively, trying to block, but they are just unable to do so as the sunblade just cuts into it. Go ahead and make 2 more attacks with the sunblade as well.
Okay, you got it.
You got it, dude.
Okay, and then. Oh.
But the other 2, unfortunately, are not enough. They are just deflected off of the tentacles. It tasting the radiant damage. It does not enjoy that. But as you move up into it, you also take 3d6 necrotic damage.
And if I have resistance to necrotic?
Then you take half, so you're going to take 6 points of necrotic damage. As
Okay.
like even though like you're using this mechanoid suit, you can tell that it's banking on your resistances to protect it as well in this moment somehow.
Let's go.
Okay, cool. And also, Brennard gave how many temporary hit points to people?
Everybody had
15 in
5.
total.
What? 5?
Yeah, it was 5.
Okay.
I thought we had gotten 15 in total.
No, it was just 5.
Okay.
The and the temp hit points override each other each time you get them too.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so that brings me. Okay, and then I took how much damage? Sorry.
6.
6. Okay.
All right, beautiful. I think is that it for Ellida?
Yeah.
All right, that is gonna make it Melu's turn. Melu, you're in this green dragon form. What do you do?
Melu is going to fly directly up to this one since no one is heckling it yet. And they're going to take Ruvan's horn, the spear, put it into the item slot, and make 3 attacks with it? Is that correct?
I believe so. Let me double check. It is 3 attacks. It is 1 with the bite and then 2 with the weapon itself.
Oh, okay, so cool. Well, I'll start with the bite in that case.
Yeah, go for it. Wow, 30 will
Let's go.
definitely hit.
Okay. Alrighty.
Let's
How do
fucking
I
go, Melu.
get it to roll the damage?
Click the word bite like you would have clicked like
Aha.
Melu Sunday. There, you got it.
Okay. 26 total, 21 piercing. Chump.
Yeah, as you bite into it, you can tell the necrotic damage isn't doing as much as you anticipate, but the rest of it deals regular as the like magical fangs of the dragon bite into this thing. And you were wanted to follow it up with the weight of Ravan?
Yes.
Perfect.
Wait, is
yeah, go
that?
on.
I thought Weight of Ruvan was something with my spiritual weapon.
It's both, actually.
Okay.
By putting the spear into the slot, it also creates a physical version of it for you as well. If you cast spiritual weapon, you get a second copy of it basically on the field.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so 2 Weight of Ruvan, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
14 is not going to be enough, unfortunately. A 22 is, though. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yes.
Wow, for just a shit ton of damage. 37?
Yeah. 18
Very nice.
radiant though.
Oh, and that 18 radiant cuts deep into it, and it, as y'all have been damaging these aspects, their kind of radiant fields have been shutting off. But Melu, as you wander into it, you do also take the 3d.
Oh, okay.
So you take 13 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
Anything more for Melu?
Yes. Do I still have a bonus action?
Yeah.
I am absolutely casting Spiritual Weapon.
Definitely.
Uno momento, sorry. And I want to place it right... Oh, come on. I keep losing track of where I'm trying to place it. Okay, there. There.
I got you. Give me 1 second. I'll try to get I'll just put a spear out on the...
Yeah, I just want a big spear.
Goodness.
Amazing. Can my spiritual weapon move on its turn? On its first turn out?
Let me read it real quick. I think on the first turn it can't move. It's like you place it, and then on subsequent turns you can move it.
That's what I thought. Okay, yeah, I'll leave it then.
Is this where you wanted it to go as well?
Not quite, I don't think. Hold on.
More north?
Yeah, right there. Perfect.
Perfect. What did you say, Brennard?
Oh, I said it has summoning sickness.
It does.
Yeah. Alrighty, and with that, that is going to make it Brother Bobby Subsumed turn. So it is going to move. It's not going to move out of your threatened area, there, Cera. So you're not going to get an attack of opportunity, but it is going to move like away from you, as almost if it's uninterested in you. However, as you get close, you do see like this whirling mass of blackness on it. There's like a central heart to it, and in that central beating heart, you catch snippets of Brother Bobby's face emerging as this is happening, as it ascends to the sky. And you see it begin to trace arcane patterns into the air, down, like creating a pattern into the sky. All this is going on. And that's what it does with its turn. That's going to make it your turn. Cera.
Okay, so another question. Do the effects of my displacement cloak carry over to my mech?
They sure as shit do. The mech is like dissipating in place. So like it's like activating what you would expect it to do on you, right? You can't tell where exactly the mech it begins and ends, right?
Also, damn, Cera, I think you picked probably the most fitting dragon since blue dragons live in a desert. So like I kind of get this like hazy desert vibe. Plus like blue dragons shoot lightning bolts for their breath, and you're firing eldritch blasts. Like it just feels very vibey.
Yeah.
It feels right. It feels right. My next question. So since I have haste, does that mean I can multi-attack twice?
No. Unfortunately, with haste, multi-attack is only the main action, right? With the second one, it explicitly says you can make an attack, right?
Correct. So I get... Alright. So with haste. Plus 2... gains an additional attack on each of its turn. The action can be used only to take the attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use object. Alright. That's fine.
So you can take a multi-attack, and then you can get a bonus second attack, or bonus another attack of something else, right?
That's cool. So anyway, I'm going to cast my Hexblade Curse on this.
Amazing.
So yeah, like, just... Cera's eyes gleam, and then so do, like, the eyes of the mech. Just, like, they flash dangerously real quick, and it's just like... It's like it's just staring through this demon. And Now I get bonus damage rolls to the target equal to my proficiency bonus, and any roll against the target hit on a 19 or 20, it's an automatic crit.
Perfect. Go ahead and double that proficiency bonus for damage.
Oh my god. Alright, let's send it.
Send it.
And so that's bite.
25 hits. 21 hits. 30 hits. 27 hits.
God.
Ow!
Oh my god.
Damage to pop.
Oh my god. Sarah's gonna kill this thing on her own.
Nah, no way. Think we got everything? I have to add 6 to each of these. It's time to bust out the calculator.
I think there might be one extra, but just go ahead and roll another to hit because you're going to get that extra with the haste anyways, right?
Yeah.
So if you hit with this final 5th attack, then it's, yeah, and that hits. So so 6 so 6 5 times, so that's 30 points on top of all this other damage.
Yep.
I'm going to need to get a calculator out real quick.
That's what I was saying. It's calculator time.
Calculator time, baby.
$146.
146. That's what I'm getting.
Jesus!
Holy crap.
Amazing. Yeah, you just tear into this thing. You are tearing it up as this is happening. It's like you're actively swiping at it. You take a piece of Brother Bobby's fucking nose off as this is happening. You are cutting into it.
Cera is also going to reposition herself here. Try and block it a little bit.
Perfect. It is going. That's the end of your turn.
That is the end of my turn.
Great. At the end of your turn, it uses a legendary action to attempt to grapple you with a tentacle. Does 22 hit?
Let's see. What's the fucking... Let's see, I've got a +2. That would.
That would hit. So you take 20 total points of damage, 13 lightning, 7 thunder, and you are pulled like 30 feet straight towards it into basically its gaping maw, and you are currently grappled.
Oh, hello.
Here's an important question. Should we be taking our hit points off of the dragon mech or off of ourselves?
Go ahead and take it off the dragon mech first.
Oh, I messed that up.
Oh, sorry. I probably should. Probably should have mentioned that. That would have probably been wise on my end as the dungeon master to mention that. But
It's okay.
Yeah, I
You were
think
all good.
You're doing a
we
lot.
have been upgraded to CR20 for this fight for a reason.
Yeah, like, this is crazy. Oh, didn't mean to click that. Alright, thanks, Dragon Mech.
Wow! Look at 8d8, 18d12 plus 108. Fucking amazing. All right.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Oh my god.
All right. That is going to make it the aspects of Brother Bobby's turn. Each of them who has somebody within range of them, they are all going to reactivate their necrotic fields. And everybody who is next to them, so Brennard, Melu, and Ellida, you all take this damage. There is no save.
Okay.
You all take 13 points of necrotic damage as this pulse, like you feel it almost like disconnect you a little bit from the systems that you're using, but you manage to withhold. In addition to that, each one is going to take a whack at the nearby, like it's going to take 2 swipes at each of you. So 2 at Brennard, 26 and 22 to hit. And you would use your mech's AC for this. Oh, Brennard, are you muted?
I sure am. Both of those hit.
Both of those hit. You take 30. Oh, sorry. You take 57 points of total damage as these two swipe at you. And then 2 are coming at Melu. 18 and 26. I think the 26 hits, right?
Yes, the 18 does not.
You take 27 points of necrotic damage. And Ellida, 2 coming at you. A 9 and a 17? I don't think either of those hit.
Neither
right?
of them hit. No.
Let's go.
So I take what, 6 or 7 from the first because it's half.
You would take 6
Okay.
from the half. Yes.
Is this... Never mind.
What was your... No, what were you going to say?
I was gonna say, is this the end of their turn?
That is the end of their turn.
Yeah, I would like to
We-
tail whip.
Yes, same.
Absolutely. Everybody can have it. Legendary actions proc right now.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
23 hits. And 18 hits.
Sorry.
Oh, I didn't mean to click it again. I'm sorry.
This is insane.
There we go. 15 damage.
17.
Perfect. Excellent. Yeah. Especially the one that Brennard has been focusing on looks pretty damaged at this point. Same with the one that Melu has been focusing on. They both look pretty hurt. And with that, that is going to make it Brennard's turn. Brennard, as you are close to the creature, you take 3d6 damage immediately.
Ooh.
You take 10 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
But it is your turn.
Yep. All right, so we are gonna go with a multi-attack again.
All of those hit. Go in and roll damage.
I kind of wish I could miss, considering my power. So that's
Beautiful,
20,
yeah.
38 plus 38 plus 24, 42. 38 plus 24. I can't do that much in my head. I got
Yeah, it's more than enough. Yeah, you get in there with the dragon mech just tearing, biting, and clawing at it, and it just comes to pieces as it just dies, becoming black Icarus goo on the ground. Excellent. Anything more for Brennard?
Yep. So I am going to fly. Zoom. And I'm gonna drop my bonus action to give us another shield. Let me check.
Sure. So you, what does the little mech look like in the little? Sorry, not the mech. What does the little turret look like in this form, like that you've kind of plugged it into the red dragon mech? What is it? How does it manifest?
It's like rotating on one of the wings, like an R2D2.
I fucking love that.
That's great.
Amazing.
So we got 6 more temp HP.
Let's go.
Beautiful. Go ahead and double that. Everybody gets 12 temp HP.
Okay.
Hey.
And you see this like radiant field. It's not just affecting your allies, Brennard. It's going out into the building and the people at large, and you see them being innervated and like having like almost like an effervescent bubble of energy pool around them, protecting them.
Nice. Alright, and then, yeah, that's my move, my bonus, and my attack, so go.
Beautiful. That's gonna make it Elida's turn.
All right. I'm gonna Chaos Bolt. Wait. If I Radiance, can I Radiant Soul again? I mean, I just did, but now I'm Radiant Souling with a mech.
Yeah, it's the finale. I'll allow it.
Let's go. Okay, so
Timbo is such a generous DM.
I know.
See, before you were Radiant Soul, now you're Empowered Radiant Soul. Those are 2 different abilities.
They're
Right.
different. But yeah, okay, so as Ellida activates this empowered Radiant Soul, the entire dragon mech just kind of lights up, and what was once just like this black dragon is now vibrant with all sorts of rainbowy colors, and the dragon wings end up looking like translucent with so many different lights on them.
What about stained glass?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Go for it.
I love it.
Stained
Yeah.
glass.
I love it. Yeah, as this radiance kind of manifests out from the cockpit where you also are radiantly manifesting, right? It flows into the suit itself, and as this happens, like whatever adaptive magical engine these constructs run off of, it picks up on what you're putting out, and it shifts. You can feel the wings shift into a more familiar form as they become this beautiful, ornate, stained glass imagery.
Yes, I feel like a god. It's amazing.
And just to confirm, like, so is this gonna add the dragon's CR instead of Raich's levels?
Sure, let's say that. I love that.
I feel like that's the best way to do the power up. I got double HP from mine.
I love that. Yeah, we'll say so. The
Crazy.
CR is 13, so you deal 13 additional radiant damage as well.
Sheesh.
But it was your action in order to do this. So you're what do you do with the rest of your turn?
I'm gonna I'm gonna switch position just slightly, I guess. We're just gonna go like this. And that's it.
Sure. You also take 11 points of necrotic damage, half to 5 from the field that this thing is generating.
Alright,
All
I
right.
have my turn.
Beautiful. That's going to make it Melu's turn. Melu, you're going to immediately take that necrotic damage.
Okay.
8 points.
Hey, I just thought about something.
Yeah.
You dealt 13 lightning damage to me, right?
Yeah.
I'm immune.
Oh, never mind then. It would have just been the 7 then.
I just remembered something. Like, wait a minute.
Wait a second. Okay. This guy in front of me getting a bite attack.
Oh, he get chomped.
17. 17 hit?
A 17 is just enough.
Yes. Okay, so he's gonna get chomped. Then I need to roll the damage. Right.
So 22.
22. Okay, and then I'm gonna Wrath of Ruve on him. Can I do that? Is that allowed? Yes.
Sure. Normally I would say that would be a disadvantage because you're close, but there's
It's
enough
a ranged
space.
attack.
Yeah, it's a range attack, but there's
okay,
enough
you know what?
space.
No, it's okay. I'll do Weight of
okay.
Ruve on.
Okay. A 13, unfortunately, is not going to be enough.
Crap. Okay. I think then for my third attack, what is?
Yeah, you get another weight of Ravon attack.
Yes. There we go.
29 does it. Go ahead and roll damage.
Cool. I'll take that 38.
It's a good 38.
That was a good 38.
It looks like this thing is barely keeping its mass, if you could even call it that at this point. It looks incredibly badly damaged.
Okay, I'm gonna move myself a little bit just to here. I'm not leaving its area of effect
Okay.
or anything. I just want to be closer to my spiritual weapon. Anyway, that's it.
All right, perfect. That is going to put us at the top of the round, back to Brother Bobby Subsumed. Next to you, Cera, you have the best view on this. You're right up on next to the Subsumed, and you can see the magical arcane energy that it has been creating. It connects together with a snap and a resounding pop, and as this is occurring, you're in just the right position, being grabbed by it, Cera, that you can see that the Subsumed has been doing, it cracks open a fucking portal in the sky, like floating there. And as you look up into it, it's almost like as you're looking up into the sky, you see terrain, like it's almost like you're looking up at the ground a little bit, and coming up from the ground to where you're at, up into the sky, you see just thousands of demons attempting like to pour through. They're a few hundred feet away, but they are rapidly approaching this newly created portal.
That's bad.
Yes, the subsumed finishes its turn, summoning this large portal, and that's its turn. That's gonna make it your turn.
All right, so it's a DC 24 to get ungrappled here, right? Strength check.
Yes.
Hey, let's.
And you can use the mech stats for that.
Wow. Thanks a lot.
But an 11 unfortunately isn't going to do it. You're just trying to get it out, but it's almost like viscous in the way that it's holding you down, and every time that you think that you have an opening, it just pours back onto you.
Damage. Can I just use my
We can say that you used your hasted action in order to attempt to break the grapple. Let's say that.
Okay, well. Can I just attack it while I'm grappled?
Yeah, absolutely. And you're not even at disadvantage or anything. You're at normal.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Grappled is a kind of shitty condition.
It's like you're holding on to me, but also like I can still just like do a full attack on you. Like
yeah, absolutely. You can totally just go ham.
All right, well, I mean, no. All right, cool. I'm just gonna multi-attack it again.
Do it. Let it ride.
Like fuck, just
Those all hit. Go in and roll damage. Get another calculator back out.
Pretty much, right? So we're gonna add 30 to all this. And
122.
Oh my god.
Yep, that's what I got.
Amazing. Yeah, like you're cutting into this thing. You're causing it to dissipate greatly, but you can see that the demon lord looks smug in this moment. Brother Bobby's disgusting face is manifested once more, and you can see his smug smile on it. Is that it for you?
I'm gonna think, what else can I do? Use my hasted action to try and get free. That didn't work.
Domino, you're already dealing like double the damage we are.
I just like... I'm just stuck in this dumb thing, though. I guess that's all I got.
All right. That is at the end of your turn. It uses the legendary action and attempts to bite you.
That's very rude.
16's not going to hit, though.
No, it does not. Fuck it.
It bites down on one of your illusory duplicates, and you go unscathed.
Oh,
Piece of
right,
shit.
Domino, don't forget to re-roll to see if you get your breath weapon
Oh,
back.
yeah. You're right,
Yeah.
you're right.
All right, perfect. And with that, that is going to make it the Aspect's turns. That's enough. The Aspects are going to... so this one uses does a multi-attack where it manifests the necrotic aura once more. So Melu, your dragon mech takes 25 points of necrotic damage, and then it's going to take 2 swipes at you. 21's probably going to hit, but the 10 definitely isn't, right?
No.
So you take 27 additional points of necrotic as it cuts into you. And then the same thing is going to happen for Ellida. It is going to do the 2 swipes at you. 26 and 9 to hit. 9's not going to do it, but you take 24 half to 12 points of necrotic damage from the aspect that you're encountering. And then it's going to do the same thing to you, Brennard. 2 swipes. 20's probably going to hit, right?
Yes, it is.
For 38 points of necrotic damage as it bites into you. But that's their turns.
All right.
Can we
Brennard.
do the legendary action again?
Yeah.
You sure can, yeah.
Let's
Just
ask.
let it rip.
All right.
Tail attack.
legendary action.
It does not want to roll my damage.
Oh no.
I got you.
You know what? Maybe. Can I use a wisdom perception check just in case?
Sure. Just to keep an eye out to see what's going on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
to see
one
if
of
I
our
can
two legendary
Yeah.
actions.
So if
Yeah.
I can do that, like, might as well just see what's going on. Like, if there's anything I notice. And
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Okay, so I use a wisdom. It's just regular wisdom. Click.
Yeah, just go ahead and make a regular perception roll.
Oh,
But with the 4, unfortunately, you don't gain any more information from the situation. Yeah.
Right. Don't you have a perception check and skills on the Mac? I do.
there we go.
That's quite a bit better. With the 17, I think that at this point you're definitely made aware of like the impending threat of the demons coming in from the large portal above. But Melu and Brennard, with your candid action of the tail whips, you take out your 2 aspects. They both fall in front of you.
Nice.
Do I learn anything about this thing's weaknesses?
I would say that it seems to not like radiant damage. It seems to have an issue with that as well.
All right, we're
Definitely.
gonna keep it going, baby.
All right, and perfect. Which is going to make it your turn, Ellida.
I should have grabbed
All
my
right.
spiritual weapon in my ring.
Okay, so I'm gonna do. I'm
Wait.
gonna use
Sorry.
what?
Timbo, you skipped me.
What was? Oh, did I skip you? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, 'cause I'm 8. I was like, wait, I go after the monsters.
You're super right. That was my bad. Look,
I was like, wait a second.
No turn
I'm
for
sorry.
you.
Sorry about that. Brennard, it's your turn.
Okay.
Hey.
3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm gonna move to there, and then how far is this? Okay, perfect. So I'm going to just cast a regular Scorching Ray on the big bad.
Absolutely. Go in and roll to hit.
Give me 1 second, because all my sheets crashed. Roll 20
Yeah, no
times
worries.
tonight.
It's struggling.
Alright, so this will be the attack roll / the bonus from my wand on one of them, because I don't have Scorching Ray programmed, actually.
Oh, no worries.
So just pretend that these are the attacks. 1, 2, 3.
So those are all the to hit rolls associated?
Yes.
The only one that hits, you're targeting the main demon lord, right?
Yep.
The only one that hits is the first one at the 22 with the 5.
That works for me. That's going to be a total of 18 damage, but now I crit on an 18, 19, or 20 on natural.
It's true. Yes, exactly.
So yeah, the dragon opens its mouth, and I imagine there's like a Gatling gun inside that starts shooting scorching rays.
Fuck yeah, I love that. That's so good. Amazing. Yeah, and the first one kind of nails it, but as the bullets, these scorching ray blasts are kind of penetrating in, it the demon kind of shields itself. But you feel like with this, like the first one definitely hit the mark, but with these other ones, you definitely feel like you're probing for weak spots. Anything more for Brennard?
Let's see. I will relaunch my shield on me, and I think I can also hit green as Ellida. Green is Melu, right? So I can hit Melu.
Yeah, you got
Yes.
it.
Perfect.
Absolutely, yeah. And so you generate this shield, and as you do so, like again, it props up the buildings nearby, and the folks like living, kind of surviving in this moment, cowering in terror. Can we just take 2 minutes? I really just have to use the little wizard's room real quick, as embarrassing as that is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go for it.
Also, so Melu, you get 24 temp HP.
Woo!
Dragon Force Field Generator.
Yeah.
We are
So
really in
This is
max right
so
now.
wild.
so sick.
We are truly in max right now.
We really are.
I did not see that coming. No.
You know,
No, neither did I.
yeah, I don't think any of us saw that one coming. I will give Timbo this.
Oh my god.
Again, though, I have played fantasy TTRPGs that have mechs in them, so
Yeah.
Well, I believe
Timbo's
it.
just hitting all my checkboxes.
Yeah.
What he does.
Timbo's just hitting, just boop, boop, boop.
Checking things off.
Ellida still fucking with this one last one.
But yeah, I was kind of just to talk strategy with the chat. Since
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to a BRB screen on this one, since it's gonna be a quick one. I was like, you know what? I can probably trigger my dragon cannon by intentionally using one of my weaker attacks here instead of the dragons.
Amazing.
So I was like, yeah, I'll fire my Scorching Ray, I'll use one of my prep spell slots, and then I will crit on an 18, 19, or 20 now.
There you go. I am just trying to get this thing down so we can close this portal.
Yes.
Wondering, like, I'm trying to figure out how to, like, attack the portal. Like, I wonder if we can attack the portal directly or if it will close with...
I was
Gotta kill
considering trying to get to it and dispelling it, but
I was about to say, it's either killing this or just straight up dispelling it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
have
been
returned.
thinking, I
Thank
would've
you for your
counterspelled.
patience, everybody.
Of course!
Yeah, no problem.
We weren't
Yeah.
talking strategy. Nope.
Man, I'm drinking too much water. My throat. Yeah, doing a lot of talking.
Chat be cool, chat be cool.
That'd be cool.
All right, but I believe that was it for Brennard, right?
Yes.
Excellent. That is going to make it the Black Dragon's turn. Ellida.
Alright. Okay, so with the Draconic Chaos Bolt, it says recharge 5/6. What does that mean?
You have to roll a 5 or a 6 in order to
Yes. So at the end of your
Roll a
turn,
D6.
after you've used it, you can use a 5. You roll a d6, and if you get a 5 or a 6 on the die, then you can use it again next turn.
Okay.
So basically,
So I'm
it's
gonna
once
use-
per combat, but can recharge.
Okay, I'm using it. Wait. Wait, does that do anything?
A 16, unfortunately, is not enough. Do you have anything to modify it, like Tides of Chaos or anything?
Absolute Tides of Chaos, yep! We're gonna do it again!
Absolutely, go in and reroll. 20 is enough. Go in and roll damage.
And don't forget your plus 13 or whatever.
And we'll deal plus
yeah.
13.
Okay. Okay,
Oh, you would just click Draconic Chaos, but there you go.
Oh! Okay, and then plus 13?
Yeah, so you deal 24 points of damage, and of what type? You can choose either cold or fire.
You know, we're gonna go cold.
11 will be cold, but then that 13 was radiant.
Oh, and the 13 was radiant as well. Perfect. Yes.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah, and this cuts deep into the flesh, if you could be even called that of this aspect. Perfect. And because you rolled doubles, the thing bounces. So go ahead. We'll go ahead and say that the demon lord themselves is within range. So go ahead and make another attack roll.
Okay. Oh! Wait, with the same thing?
Oh no, go ahead and roll another to hit.
Oh.
A 25 will do it. And you rolled 20 points of damage, so we'll take that. So what type of damage would you like? It could be either cold, thunder, psychic, or fire.
We'll do cold. Do I get another radiant extra on him?
You sure do. So that does 33 points of total damage.
Yes!
And you see, like looking at it as it bounces from this aspect to the Brother Robbie subsumed proper, you see that, like, as even with all the damage that Cera had been doing, like, it has been knitting itself back together. These Icarus veins sewing and knitting themselves back to a cohesive mass. But as the radiant damage arcs in and cuts into it, you see the sinews fizzle and unable to find cohesive bond as this happens.
So it's like, so I'm understanding that radiant damage keeps it from healing again.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, cool.
All right, perfect. Anything more for Ellida?
No.
Beautiful. That is going to make it Melu's turn.
Okay. Melu is now going to do Wrath of Ruvan.
Let's go.
28.
28 hits, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, you like spinning the spear around, it like shapeshifts in your dragon mech's hands into a large bow with the what would normally be the wood of it, this antlered bone, as it kind of draws back and pulling that like radiant arrow, you fire deep into the heart of the thing, dealing and hitting damage. Go and roll that. Very nice.
Not as good. 26? 7 of it is radiant.
Beautiful, yeah, and 7 of that is radiant. Yeah, you cut into this thing pretty deep. It looks pretty badly damaged at this point. It seems like it's barely able to hold the gate open at this point.
Do I have more attacks?
I think you have a second attack with the Wrath of Ruvan, yeah.
Okay.
And then you can also use your spiritual weapon too, right, as a bonus action.
Yes. I'm going to move that, but I'm going to do this first. 30.
30 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Let's go.
27, very nice. It looks really badly damaged at this point.
Okay, cool. I'm going to move my spiritual weapon a whole 20 feet, because that's its move speed.
We'll say you can move it 40 feet.
Okay, thank you.
Also, I believe the spear can take, the radiant weapon, it can take the Wrath of Ruvan form as well in this moment, too, if you want.
Oh, it can. Okay, then I'll attack with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and just roll another Wrath of Ruvan.
Cool. That does not hit.
13, unfortunately, yeah. It's not going to be enough as this last radiant arrow just goes wide.
Okay.
Perfect. All right, excellent. That is going to put us at the top of the round with Brother Bobby subsumed. He is like barely holding this portal open at this point. You see the first few like flying demons are starting to flit through and make their way into the sky as this is happening. But Cera, you have kind of other concerns in this moment as Brother Bobby, consumed, starts to just tear at you, trying to get at the tasty form within. So it's going to take a bite at you. It's going to do a multi-attack.
Okay.
It crits
that's
with the
a
bite.
crit.
You take 57 points of fire damage.
Okay.
29. You take 20 points of force damage as it just tears into your the carapace. And then finally the tentacle, 30 points, 30 to hit. You're immune to lightning damage, but you take 18 points of thunder damage as it just continuously is clawing at you, trying desperately to absorb you.
So it's actually resistance to lightning damage. My apologies.
Oh, resistance. That's fine. So you take 7 instead.
Yeah. Okay, is it my turn?
It sure is. That makes it your turn.
Okay, the stairs just like, all right, my turn. We're gonna multi-attack. Just get absolutely fucked.
All those hit. Go ahead and roll damage. I'm thinking. I mean, these are pretty high rolls. All right, Sarah, go ahead and describe your kill as you slay Brother Bobby's pursuit.
The solo.
How much damage is this? Jesus Christ. Cera just becomes like a whirling dervish of pain to this demon as it just like chomps right into its central form, and its rapier just 3 very quick slashes, just ripping it to shreds.
I love it. Perfect. Yeah, and it's almost as if like it dragging you in so close in order to tear and bite at you has given you the upper hand in this moment, as you are just able to stab directly at its heart, and you just stab Brother Bobby straight in the fucking eyes and just tear it to pieces as the thing collapses in front of you. And it just falls into black Icarus goo. To your horror, however, the portal does not shut.
Not surprising. Are we out of combat?
Nope.
No, we are not.
Just. Is that it for Cera?
It is not. I still have an attack action. Also, so that's dead. That means that I get
Oh, you get 10 hit points, right?
or I curse the soul of this demon, and Cera temporarily binds it to her service. Because Brother Bobby was in there, right? Brother Bobby was a humanoid.
Yeah.
She's just gonna, yeah.
Holy fuck.
That's just her spectral servant right now.
Fuck yeah. Like digging your draconic
final
claw into
boss.
this Icarus goo, you drag forth the form of the specter of Brother Bobby out of it, and it can't help but serve you in this moment. Let me give you a little cool specter.
It
Yes,
gains
Sarah,
temporary
make him
hit
your
points.
bitch!
It gains temporary hit points equal to half my warlock level. I get to roll initiative for it, and it has its own turns, and it obeys my verbal commands.
Amazing. I'm just going to give you complete control over the character sheet and stuff.
That's. I've been waiting to do this so long.
Of all the people to get it off onto, the final boss.
Amazing. And with that, you reach in and pull this specter, which is larger than normal, right? You would have expected it to maybe, if this were on a normal target without this dragon mech, it would be like a normal humanoid. But as a result, this thing, the specter you pull forth is quite large, like the size of a building or so.
Oh my gosh.
Amazing. And with that, that is Sarah's turn. That brings us to our final aspect's turn, which is going to... first, it is going to burst out the necrotic damage, which is going to do 18 to, I believe Cera... Oh, no, Brandon's far enough. Just Ellida. Deals halved to 9 points of necrotic damage, and then it's going to take 2 swipes at you, Ellida. 21 probably hits.
Yeah, because it's 18.
So you take another 9 points of damage.
Okay. And then I can do the
and that's
react attack, right?
Yeah, that's it for its turn. So you I think are the only one within range to do a legendary action. Yes.
Okay. You said I take 9? Wait.
You take total 18 from both different attacks.
Okay. So 9 more is a math. 63. Okay. Cool. All right. Okay. Then I'm gonna do the tail attack then.
Absolutely. Go and roll it. then that totally does it. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
Goodness.
19, and that is enough to slay this one. As it with the 13 additional, that is enough to cut this thing down to ribbons.
Yeah.
As you do so, Ellida, you see the dimensional portal begin to waver, like haze, but it is still manifested. It is still tangible in this moment, even defeating these aspects. Anything more?
I move up as far as I can, which is like with the Radiant Soul and the flight, I think it's 80 feet.
Sure.
I mean, 100 feet, sorry.
Yeah. And that would put you just right underneath it. And
yeah.
I also just realized I fucked up. I think I skipped Brennard again.
Oh no!
Well, I didn't notice it this time, so...
Fuck. That is my bad. We'll just immediately jump into your turn now. As the lead ends.
Okay, so all the monsters are gone, and the portal is still seemingly open?
Yes.
It is flickering, correct?
It is flickering. That's true. It doesn't seem as stable as it once was, but you can still see the hordes of demons coming, like attempting to push through.
Okay. I would like to fly, as close as I can get anyway. And I will pull the 2 dragon shards we have out of my bag and see if they react in any way.
The dragon idols, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. You see that both of them are kind of glowing with an inner light, similar to Facet.
Mel, do we have communicators of some kind?
Yeah,
Fuck yeah, you do. Hell yeah, you got in-mech communication devices.
Brennard
You all
presses a button
on a screen, yeah.
and opens up on a screen on Melu's, and he's like, "Oh, perfect! I didn't know if that would work."
Oh, good.
Melu, can you summon Facet through the mech or something?
I can try.
I would also like to remind everybody that the 3rd Dragon Idol is being sent with the extraction squad to get the prisoners.
I don't know if that's even real, because
The one that
we have
gave...
Facet, we have 2.
Sorry, point of order. Facet had kind of went up into the machine parts themselves in order to power the thing. So you don't technically have Facet with you right now.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
We do not have Facet, but also the other Dragon Idol. They somehow got the second one.
They seem to be pretty powerful wizards of some kind. I'm sure they got to the astral plane.
So, but the 3rd one is being brought with the squad that's going to help the prisoners. So somebody could burrow back down and grab it, possibly.
Does anyone have a burrow speed on their mech? That's a good question.
Am I the only one that has a burrow speed?
Oh, well, Cera, you better get down there.
I do.
Okay.
Okay, because I'm amphibious.
I got burrow 30 feet.
Yep, I also have burrow of 30 feet.
Yeah, I have fly and swim speed.
Yeah, I have fly and climb, so...
Okay.
Alright, so yeah, Ellida, maybe go down and get the 3rd idol, and then I've got 2 in my mech.
Okay.
All right. And we're gonna go ahead and skip on over to Melu's turn.
And then just assuming if any demons are kind of at the portal's edge, I'll fire my dragon breath into there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And we'll say that I'm not gonna make you roll anything, but we'll say that like you're kind of using this to kind of scorch those that are coming across and like turning them to ash, preventing any demons from crossing over into the material plane. It seems to be working fairly well. Like it seems like your fire breath is projecting across this dimensional barrier, and it seems to be scaring the demons on the opposite side.
Actually, I have a question.
Sure.
So theoretically, we can just go back through the hole that was already made, right?
Yeah, why not?
So actually, it might be smarter for me to go because I can just dash because I have haste right now.
Yeah, probably. Honestly, because I also just moved 100 feet in the opposite direction, so...
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, does that mean I can double dash?
Yeah, you sure as hell can. You can double your movement twice.
Let's fucking go.
Well, to be fair, it would be tripling your movement, not doubling it twice, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, though.
Okay.
So I can move up to 240 feet.
That sounds about right. But it is Melu's turn. Melu, what do you do?
I'm just gonna try to do this. Melu is gonna get as close to the portal as they can, and they are going to cast Dispel Magic.
You know what? That's a good thing to try.
It's like, we gotta at least try it.
I love it. And I'm going to say, because you're in close conjunction with the other 3 dragon mechs in this moment, especially since Brennard is both enlarged and has 2 of the dragon autos with you, go ahead and roll this check, this DC with advantage, the spellcasting ability.
Okay, it's just a straight, like, wisdom check, right?
Right, and go ahead and add +2 from the mech and the spear as well.
Okay. Hey.
A 17 is exactly what you needed. What does it look like as Melu shuts this portal from their dragon mech with the assistance of the group?
The dragon's wings kind of like open up, and the just like a waterfall of like vines and foliage that are kind of glimmering in the sunlight spreads out and up and grasps the edges of the portal and pulls it shut.
Holy fuck.
I fucking love that. Yes, and as it's shutting, as these vines are kind of weaving around the edge and shutting this dimensional tear, for just a moment, Melu, and everybody else as well, actually, you, I think, see at the very core center, you see an androgynous drow figure at the center, kind of pulling it all closed, and it looks directly at you, Melu, through the visor of your dragon mech into your eyes, and you recognize it's Ravon, and they wink at you as the portal shuts.
No! Oh my god! Okay. Melu is kind of yelling like something like, no, wait, no, what? Before it closes.
Amazing. And with that, it shuts, and a quiet falls over the city as the demons are slayed and the portal is closed, and a hush falls over Sharn. Good job, everybody. You did it. You all take your dragon mechs and pilot them back to the bay that you had found them in, and step out of the pilot seats, different people almost. As you come out into the area, you see Facet kind of glob down the wall, and the inner light dimmed to nothingness, as it retakes its tiara form, waiting until it is needed next. In the place of the Eldritch machine where Fancy Man once stood, all you see is his elaborate cloak. The rest, his clothes, his body, everything has just been turned to a fine dust. All that remains is his elaborate cloak.
Cera walks over to the remains of Fancy Man and picks up the cloak. And she just kind of looks at his remains. And she looks like she's just thinking.
Melu will kind of slowly join her, and cross their arms and kind of shift a little bit back and forth on their feet and say, well, at least he found his peace and seemed to have gotten what he deserved. I don't particularly have any sympathy for him.
Neither do I, but I do have questions. And
Yeah.
I don't know if they can really be answered.
We could always go back to that memory machine.
That might
Yeah.
help.
Y'all are kind of idly chatting, almost as if y'all are just kind of collectively processing the events that have led you to here as y'all are kind of making your way out through the ritual room, up the craggy cave stairwell, out into the cogs of Sharn proper. And you, like, the emergency services have already jumped in, right? Like, you can, there's an active, like, disaster effort going on. Several buildings have been smashed and damaged. People are trapped underneath collapsed structures and stuff. And like, there's like an active effort going on to put out fires and save individuals who have been affected by this. As all are kind of making your way along the streets, a heavy layer of dust in the air that's been kicked up.
See the hideout?
Yeah. If left to your own devices and make your way back to the hideout, you will get there without further aplomb. Without anything else.
Ellida's like, man, fuck these people. I want to see Viola.
She just wants to make sure that it didn't get smashed, okay? It would be very upsetting.
Making your way back to the classic clock tower that you've come to know as the hideout. It does look like it took a little bit of superficial damage, but it doesn't look like it's truly damaged. The structure looks intact, other than the door, which was smashed out by Facet.
Yeah. Melu, I think, has the tiara, the Facet's tiara back on. Which, how are they getting that on their head? Let's not think about it.
The tiara molds itself like around your horns and your head to be like perfectly shaped to allow you to wear it.
Amazing, perfect. But they're gonna kind of wander back in and look around and be like, Zed, Viola, hello.
Oh yeah, the specter of Brother Bobby is also just following us.
Amazing.
And we'll say it shrunk down to normal humanoid size when y'all got it to the max. I love that. Yeah, walking in the room, like there's papers everywhere. It seems to have been like not damaged, but there was like a little bit of a hubbub, a commotion that happened. And as you call out their names, Melu, from a sliding back door, you see opening. Zed and Viola are like taking shelter back there.
Oh, Ellida, they're okay. Everything's okay.
Oh, we did it. We took care of it.
Mm-hmm. And everyone's safe, too.
Special shout out to Anonymous for 5 gift subs, by the way.
Thanks, Anon. Melu is gonna kind of look at Cera and then look to Zed and be like, what on earth just happened?
From what I can put together, Fancy Man must have been trying to stop the resurrection of the Demon King, but without all 3 actual idols, it failed. And so some form of the Demon Lord subsumed Brother Bobby, and went to open a portal to unleash demons upon everything, and we stopped it. That's about all I can put together right now.
I want to head to the House Cannith. I think the whole city's gonna need a lot of reconstruction. That has to get started.
All right. Melu's gonna look at Zed and be like, do you understand any of this? Did you know about any of this when you sent us out after those dragon idols? Why were we after them?
Zed will say, I can honestly tell you I had no idea that any of this would occur. This was my last job before I retired. I was told this would be an easy one, like most of the Golden Shadow operations are. I don't think anybody had anticipated this.
Gave you the orders.
The ones who run both the Golden Shadows and their sister organization, my superior. The Council of Shadows.
Yes, yes, yes. Everything's wrapped in secrets. We know.
I don't even know. They're just referred to themselves as the Council of Shadows.
I don't know. I think it's a little weird that they sent us after these things that someone was looking for to prevent the Demon Lord from coming back.
You know, I do too. I'm still trying to understand what my place in all of this was and why it was that me and Artemis were even tied together in a way. And I don't know if I'm going to get the answers to that.
Yeah. And I feel like I was especially tied to it in a similar way.
Yeah, it sure seemed like your destiny, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. I didn't know about any of this before this. Feels like the council knew, though. About all of us.
Yes.
The council knows a lot that they don't let on about. It's one of the more frustrating things about working for this organization.
Yeah. Oh, Brennard's right. We're gonna have to start rebuilding soon.
I think Ellida has more important things to attend to right now.
True.
Yeah. I'm not gonna go anywhere for a little bit.
So as our kind of like proverbial camera kind of pulls away from this scene of the hideout, is there any more scenes that y'all would like to have in this moment, or are y'all kind of happy?
I'm pretty happy.
Right?
I'm thinking, and hold on, I'm just thinking. I mean, yes, but also I'm thinking of which scene I want. Yeah, I think Elida's gonna go talk to Viola.
Okay,
Is
yeah,
that a
like
scene that you want?
yeah. Do you want that to be played out on stream, or do you want that to just okay? Yeah. Ellida, you walk over to Viola, who looks like she's gotten some food in her. Like you can still see a couple of the marks from the bindings on her wrists, but she looks a lot happier and a lot healthier already. Like you can see the gleam has already returned to her eyes.
So sorry.
Oh,
Forever.
you don't need to be sorry. You did nothing wrong. You were the best thing that ever happened to me in my entire time of being a shadow, and I don't forget that.
If I knew where you were sooner, I would have come sooner. Nobody would tell me where you were.
I know when they found out who I was, what organization I was with, they took me from the camp, and by that point, Brother Bobby had already created the prison that taken all those prisoners that you had seen. and was able to survive. And the thought of coming back to you is really what made me hopeful.
Ellida starts to like tear up again.
And you did it. You stopped Brother Bobby and all those nasty people, and I don't know what happened outside. There was some shaking, but it stopped, and you're back, and everything seems okay now.
Are you gonna be okay?
I'll be, and that's more than enough. Viola kind of like in this moment, I think, moves to like embrace you, but is kind of awkward, like shy.
Oh my gosh. Lolita's just gonna hold her as tightly as she can.
She,
Be like, I'm never fucking letting you leave again.
Viola begins to cry softly into your chest. And with that, the proverbial camera zooms out and cuts like pulling out, like dollying backwards out through the hideout, flowing up into the sky in Sharn. Like you see the majesty of Sharn. You see the entirety of Corvair stretched out in front of you all, and up in the sky, in that place where the portal once was, a small flicker occurs. And we fade to black. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Thank you to all the lurkers, all the braiders, all the donators, everybody for being here. Thank you to my amazing and incredible cast for this amazing show that's been in the works for over a year and has had this incredible conclusion. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm without words, which is amazing.
Oh, fucking great.
So good.
Yeah,
Thank
truly.
you, Timbo.
Thank you all for being here. Before we end proper, I want to give everybody one more opportunity to find out where we can find my incredible, amazing, wonderful, absolute cast. Galaxy, why don't you go first this time?
Sure, I'm Just Galaxy. I do not stream on Twitch yet, but you can find me on YouTube at Just Galaxy. You can also find me primarily on TikTok at Galaxiebot. Galaxy is always spelled with an IE for me.
Beautiful. Next, Domino.
Yeah, I'm Domino RBG. I have been Cera Stormhollow. And you can catch me sometimes at twitch.tv/DominoRBG and also at twitter.com/DominoRBG.
Excellent. Raichkyu.
Hey guys, it's been me, Raichkyu, the whole time playing. Lazy. You can find me at twitch.tv/Raichkyu for more chaos. And it's been great.
Honestly, I couldn't have put it better myself. Fantastic. And last but certainly not least, Mystrich, our producer who has produced this entire wonderful game. Thank you so much again for all that you've done. Where can we find you, Mystrich? You
can find me over on twitch.tv/Mystrich. This has been amazing, Timbo. You are literally the best DM I've ever had.
Yes!
But yeah, if you want to follow me on Twitch, I'm going to be doing a lot more TTRPG content on my own channel. I know in October I want to start running some horror one-shots, and I'm also going to be doing a campaign soonish, once I get details worked out. But thank you all so much for this game. It was a blast.
It truly has been incredible. I feel super lucky to have been in the space with such incredible players. Again, thank you all so much, and thank you to all the support that happened this stream. Thank you to Psychoth for the 6 months of tier 1 subs. Thank you to the Compound for the raid. Thank you to the World's Cutest Gamer for the raid. Thank you to M Darling for the following, and Anonymous for the 5 gift subs. And also thank you to whomever it was that donated or that tipped the cast $20 and $5. Again, that all gets split evenly amongst the crew, and it's super appreciated, and it goes to funding the magic. So thank you again all. I've been Timbo, your dungeon master,